Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last episode, we cleared out Outset Island, and in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Tingle Tuner. That's right, I was able to get this set up thanks to a viewer by the name of Hot Cinnamon Blaze 7. I could not have done this without them. Thank you very much for helping me get this all set up. So let's just get right into it. The Tingle Tuner is the way to contact Tingle. Would you like to call Tingle? Yes, I very much would. We are now calling Tingle. The Game Boy is going to be booting up. Just give it a second. There it goes. And once Tingle has reached the end of the screen, oh, he just wraps around again. There we go. Tingle appeared on your Game Boy Advance. Hello, come in. Do you read me? Mr. Fairy is on Outset Island, correct? There you are. Knuckle? It's Knuckle. I was so worried about you. Don't play dumb. Why'd you doodle on Tingle Tower? I built that thing. What, the For Tingle only sign I wrote? Sorry, please forgive me. Well, I might consider it if the fairy will do as I ask. Mr. Fairy, can you get in that outdoor bath? Just don't open any doors before you finish doing what I tell you. You'll fail if you do. Mr. Fairy, please help me. Please do what my brother says. This is a little scavenger hunt on Outset Island. Normally you get it for wandering around on the beach, but I just happen to be standing in exactly the right spot. When you pull up the Tingle Tuner, Tingle will have something to say, whether you're on an island or in the ocean, and it'll be different for lots of different locations. I don't think I'm going to do a full Tingle tour of going to all the islands and showing you like all the ones that have special dialogue. Maybe if I really feel like it, I'll put it in a bonus episode, but I don't think I can do that, honestly. You also have a special sound that your footsteps make when you're being followed by the Tingle icon. We'll get more into that icon later. For now, let's just do what Knuckle says, because Knuckle is going to be the last picture we need to get all the pictures. Now let's test you further. Next, go down the ladder that no one uses. If you notice I'm struggling to read the text on the GBA a little bit, it's just because the screen is really small, you know, as it is on the GBA. So it might take me a minute to get things done, to get things read that would normally be easy for me to read. Now, you don't actually have to go down the ladder that no one uses, you just have to be at the bottom of it. So as soon as we come over here... Shoot! Nice work! Next, can you climb onto the biggest rock at the top of the hill? We certainly can. There are two big rocks at the top of the hill, but only one is the biggest rock, or at least what Knuckle thinks is the biggest rock. I suppose I'll trust him. I hope I got the sound mixing right here. I don't particularly want to have to go through it again, so if it's just a little bit off, I'm probably just going to leave it, but this is my first time recording with, from two sources at once, so this is a little bit of a big step for me. The biggest rock is not the rock that you stand on to go to the Savage Labyrinth. Mr. Fairy, fly from here with the Deku Leaf to get to that rock. Remember to change the direction of the wind. That's nice. I guess that's Tingle telling you that you can fly from here, but that's not the rock you want. This is the rock you want. I guess it is bigger than the other one, it's just not taller. Here we go. Okay, congrats. You're pretty good, I must say. Next. Try to jump down below the suspension bridge. Do you have that much courage? We most certainly do. This is intimidating, but pretty easy. And no, you can't come here when the bridge is still here. Just carefully. And that's got it. Oh, enough. I've lost the contest on this island. What can I do? Oh, I'll give you the hand-me-down Tingle Tuner, which, as far as I know, does absolutely nothing. I'm going back home. Mr. Fairy, you're great. You're like family. When you come to Tingle Island, I'll call you Fyra instead of Mr. Fairy. Yeah, and that's another little thing that changes. When we go to Tingle Island, he won't call us Mr. Fairy anymore. He'll call us by our name. Speaking of Tingle Island, I'll meet you there. Here we are at Tingle Island. Let's actually get this thing done. Oops, that was an accident. I just called Tingle there. Once you have found Knuckle on Outset Island, he will appear right here on Tingle Island, and you can take his picture. This is the picture that I always missed when I played through this game, and Knuckle was the reason that I could never complete the Nintendo Gallery. Hey, Mr. Fairy! I have decided that in the end, this one is the most beautiful of all. Beauty does not come from what you see. It comes from what is inside you. Most beautiful island, I assume. So, take his picture while you can. Note, he will disappear once you find all 5 Tingle Statues. So don't miss your chance, otherwise you'll have to wait for New Game Plus. We're already waiting for New Game Plus for Cyclos, but whatever. The person you're calling is out of our telepathic coverage area. Or the Tingle Tuner is turned off. You may have to speak directly to that person, huh? Well, anyway, here's Tingle. Oh, it's because we got close to Tingle. Yay, Fyra! I must say I've been wanting to see you very badly. What should we play? What do you want to play? What? You're not here to play? That fragrant, musty scent. Sir, you have found a chart. Splendid, splendid. Show me, show me. Why, you can't read that chart in its current state. Impossible, sir. Would you like me to decipher it for you? For 398 rupees? Sure. Become readable. You got your chart deciphered. Now you can use it to find a piece of the Triforce. Press up on the D-pad to open your C chart to check its location. Would you like me to decipher another chart for 398 rupees? I will now decipher all of my charts while I speed this part up. Mr. Fairy, I have marked the location of the Triforce shard on your incredible chart, too. When you open this chart by pressing Y on your C chart, the place where the treasure is will shine forth. Then, just go to that place and rely on your chart to help you find the treasure. Yeah, let's check that out. First of all, let me make sure I got all of them. I did. Now let's check out the incredible chart. Here it is. All of the places where the Triforce is hidden is marked on the incredible chart. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put me finding the Triforce into the episode where I find all the treasure. And that's going to be its own separate bonus video in case people don't want to watch all of it. But as a compromise, I will put the Triforce shards first. So if you do want to see where the Triforce shards are, but you don't care about the rest of the treasure, you can just watch like the first half of that video. Not much else to do here on Tingle Island right now, so I will meet you in, of all places, the Forsaken Fortress. We're in the room that used to have mini blends, and as you can see, there's a big stone pot here. The Forsaken Fortress currently has no monsters except for Keese. There's Keese everywhere, but there's none of Ganon's forces here. So what we need to do is jump into that pot. If you have the Tingle Tuner and you're here on your second visit, you could do this at any time. I just didn't have a Game Boy at that point. So it can be a little tricky to get in there, but this should work. Oh, it's the rare magic pot. You can easily make Ting with the leftover broth. You got the magic leftover broth. The price of Ting has dropped. You're one lucky customer. We'll talk about Ting when we go over all of all of Tingle's items, which we will do very shortly. But basically, it's just potions that you can buy. Now I'm going to meet you possibly at Star Island, and if there's nothing there, then I'll meet you at Windfall Island. It's as I thought. There's a blue chew here. Might as well take this time with a slow-moving enemy to see what Tingle has to say about enemies. That's a wiggly jiggly blue choo-choo. You'll go numb if you use your sword on it. You can handle it easily with an arrow, Or just use a Tingle Bomb. Or, you know, the usual. Ooh. Moved a little too slow there. And I do believe that makes... Yep, that makes 15. So maybe on our trip to Windfall Island, I'll show off the blue potion. So I'll meet you at Windfall Island. We're back at Windfall Island, and as soon as we set foot on it, Tingle will have something to say. Gee, Mr. Fairy, you missed Tingle already? Do you see Tingle's face everywhere you go? When you use the Tingle Tuner, he is near you, protecting you. Hey, Mr. Fairy, you should find out if you are the right fairy for Tingle. Here's how. Look in front of the post box. Easy, easy. Go to the post box and use A to check the question mark. Just come up to the post box and hit A on the Game Boy, not in the game. Whoa, good job. You're quite attentive, but there's more for you to find. There are 3 benches on Windfall Island. See if you can find the benches in the order that Tingle tells you. If all goes well, you and Tingle will become even better friends. But don't open any doors until you find them all, or it's all over. Okay, first go to the bench closest to here. But don't forget to take the Tingle, and don't forget to take Tingle along. Ready? Go! Yes, if you go into any doors, it'll interrupt the event that you're doing, and you'll have to start all over, so do be careful. Ding dong! The first one was a trial run. Next, go to the bench with the seaside view. This is the bench that is already being sat on by one Sam. Ding dong! Good work, sir. Now, find the 3rd bench on your own. The 3rd bench is very close by. It is right over here. Ding dong! Congratulations, clever fairy. You listened carefully to Tingle's words. Okay, Mr. Fairy, can you find the rupees that I hid in this area? Use the control pad to search with the cursor. Yep, you can use the D-pad to search. It'll move the Tingle symbol around. Oh, there's something here. Check it out. Wow, I found 1 rupee. Mr. Fairy, it's your lucky day. Maybe there are other things you can find. Look around the plaza. Yeah, there's a couple of things around here. Joy School. You can look at pretty much anything that means anything. Game room. But we're not looking for buildings. We're looking for things that might be interesting. Jail. Well, I know where the treasure is, but he's not really showing us. Oh well. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. You gotta hit the R button to call the cursor back to you. Now's a good time to take a look at some of the Tingle items. Not that button. That button. So yeah, I don't have a lot of experience using the Tingle Tuner, so I kind of forget what does what sometimes. If you hit the select button, you get to choose these different items, and you can see now that the red ting costs 10, the green ting costs 20, and the blue ting costs 40. Those used to be doubled, so it was 20, 40, and 80. I'm not going to show off all the items yet, because there's actually another discount you can get, but I will show off Tingle Bombs. Tingle will explode one of his bombs for you with a POW for 10 rupees. Also, this is the Seagull Pen. Use this to mark your sea charts. It also points you to your destination. You can use this to mark your charts. I'm not going to do it because then until you go to the mark, Tingle will continuously tell you where your mark is, so I'm not going to do that now. But just know that you can. Tingle Watch, I can tell what time it is right now, sir. Okay. B button? B button. Let's try it. The time is 12 o'clock. That's all that does. Hand me down Tingle Tuner, your hotline to Knuckle. Buy stuff anywhere. Oh, I actually didn't know about this. This is... Oh, I should have shown this off before. This used to be the manual for the Tingle Tuner. Oh well, something to show off in the bonus episode, I guess. Let's do that. Knuckle here. Nice reception. Are you okay, Fyra? What'll it be? You can buy bait at any time. All-purpose bait it is, sir. It's 20 rupees. Thanks again to you, sir. I will use these rupees to protect nature's beauty. Call me again sometime, sir. Well, I don't know if we needed any all-purpose bait, but now we have it. What other items can we take a look at? That's all I really want to show off right now. So let's go back to the Tingle Bombs. The Tingle Bombs will blow up anywhere you set them, just like a real bomb. But if you try to use them before you have real bombs and you try to blow up an obstacle, Tingle will say that he can't do it. I'll have to put that into the bonus episode as well. So let's press B here. I said let's put Danger Fairy, run! Ah, much better. You made Tingle's wish come true. You must be a true fairy. Wow, this whole tuner thing is really getting fun now. I guess it's Tingle's turn to use the Tingle Tuner to grant your wish. Yes, the telepathic Tingle Tuner has many functions. I want you to read the manual carefully and call me again. Just press start and change items to read it. But since my Tingle Tuner is so technical, be careful not to waste any telepathy. When you're not using it, turn the power on the Game Boy Advance off. Try calling me the next time you set out to sea. Until then, farewell, Mr. Fairy. I think you're meant to do this, like, as soon as you get the Tingle Tuner. But, yes, if you hit start, you get directions. L, view your sea chart. R, warp cursor to Link. A, check cursor position. Oh, the game called you Link. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's actually really cool. B, use item at cursor position. Start, select item with the D-pad, and press B. Select, exit the screen. I think I've been saying start and select the opposite way. This is select. Start is the items. Don't mind me. Let's see what Tingle left us. 20 rupees. Not right now, but for the points in the game that you're supposed to get this, that actually could be pretty useful. There's one more thing we have to do with Tingle here. Let's see if I can get a good angle on it. This should do. Let's change the wind. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Once I'm done with this secret that I'm about to show off, I'll show you all of the different Tingle items. There we go, that's what I wanted. If you jump onto the awning above the school... Tingle has been found! Oh, what to do? Aha! Tingle can offer the popular Tingle Balloon at a very low price. And if you order now, you'll also get the Tingle Shield at an unbeatable bargain. So now we've got more discounts on items. Let's get to a clear area so I can show off all the various items. Let's just come out to the field over here. There are a bunch of things you can have Tingle do. Some of them are pretty useful, but I don't think I'd really use any of them just because it feels weird. But we already saw the Tingle Bomb. Now we get the Tingle Balloon. Your body will float on air. Move about in the air for 5 seconds. Well, let's try it. Tingle, Tingle, Kululimpa. But please do not fall. Mr. Fairy, take a walk in the air. Be brave. Take the first step. This can help you with a jump if you're having trouble. Was your in-flight service satisfactory? Tingle Air can't wait to serve again. So if you're having trouble with the jump or with some of the platforming, you can use the Tingle Balloon to just walk across air. Next up is the Tingle Shield. Look out, sir. Enemies attack. A lovely spirit will shield you for 10 seconds. If I hadn't mentioned it before, you were using your rupees to buy these items. Protect, dear Mr. Fairy. Mr. Fairy, I will protect you. Unfortunately, you get this insufferable beeping while this is active. This is basically a magic shield. Tingle was a good bodyguard. I am not to be messed with. Use that any time. That can help you if you're in a tough fight, but just keep in mind that it does take time to open the Tingle Tuner items and get it to work, so it's not like an automatic invincible button. You do kind of have to set it up. What's next? Next is Kululimpa, which I think also might have gotten a discount. I think that might have been 40 before. Not even I know what might occur, sir. This is a test of your courage. This will have a random effect, and it will change every time you use it. Protect Mr. Fairy for a long time. I will protect you. This is a Tingle Shield, but it will last much longer. Again, not an invincibility button, because you can't summon it anytime you want. It's just a random effect. I'll walk around until it's over so you can see how much longer this lasts. I've never actually used this before. I assume it works exactly the same as the magic shield. How was it? How was it? I'm happy that you enjoyed yourself. Do come again. Alright, let's try it again. Protect Mr. Fairy for a long time. We just had that. You're not doing a very good job at showing off random effects, Tingle. Well, while we're waiting for this to wear off, why don't we head to the potion shop? Oops. Just come on in here. And that should end the effect, I think. Going in and out of doors tends to do that with Tingle. Oops, this is not the potion shop. This is the mansion. The doors look the same, so I just unthinkingly did that. No, the doors don't look the same. The doors are close by, is what I meant to say. Oh, interesting. Now that we're out here, it still has the shield. Oh, no, we do still have the shield. Going in and out of doors didn't change anything at all. Alright, let's get some blue potion. We did use one in the Savage Labyrinth, after all. Is that? Could it possibly be? Did you, by chance, bring me chew jelly? Oh-ho. Ah, this is an extremely rare color of chew jelly. Perhaps it indicates a new breed? What a fascinating jelly development. I've never seen one of this particular hue on Pawprint Island, a small atoll famous for its robust chew population. But I digress, and the game is afoot, for when it comes to making potions, I am a true artist. I've been shown something rare. Inspiration bubbles up from within me. Oh, wait for it. Here it comes. Oh? That's it. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. That's the sparkle I was looking for. That sudden burst of inspiration. Eureka! I'm going to use this chew jelly to create a brand new, unheard of kind of potion. It's been 10 years since I began my now legendary studies of the chew jelly. I must begin mixing this new potion before my first new inspiration in years vanishes. It's ready at last. My new chew jelly concoction. It's still piping hot, and I want you to have this first batch, my fellow jelly connoisseur. And you get some blue potion, which you can come by at any point from now on, but why would you do that when you can get it on, in Forest Haven for free? La-di-doo! My next project is to create a gripping advertisement for my new potion. You come back anytime. As you can see, the Tingle Tuner will go offline when you're inside buildings, which is kind of unfortunate because that means there's all sorts of stuff that you won't be able to hear him talk about. Anyway, let's go back outside and use another Kululimpa. Alright, let's, there we go. We're loaded in. Again? This really isn't supposed to happen like this. I guess I can't use it again. I'll give it one more try after this, but then I think you're just going to have to trust me that there's other things that can happen. You can also get potions that would be costly otherwise, so like you could get a blue potion for 30 instead of 40. You can get other kinds of potions too. Let's give it one more try. Protect the fairy flying in the air. I didn't catch exactly what he said. Oh, never mind. Tingle, you failed me. Oh, wow. Well, like I said, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Alright, let's try some things. Next up is the Tings. I'm not gonna buy these now because there's really not much point, but the red Ting, this energizes you when you're feeling tired. Refill hearts regularly. Yep, 10 rupees, anywhere you are, you can refill your hearts. I don't believe this works in the Savage Labyrinth because I think he goes offline when you're down there. Green Ting, replenish your magic power with this. You can't survive without it, Mr. Fairy. Blue Ting, one sip and you have it all, you greedy fairy. Strength and magic. Well, since we're about to leave this island anyway, I'm going to try another Gulu Limpa. Just to see what happens. Never mind. I'm going to start going into the dungeons. I did turn in the Knuckle picture and it did work, so we are safe to do this. So I am just going to go in order. I'll meet you at Dragon Roost Cavern. Dungeons are actually quite special when it comes to the Tingle Tuner. A bunch of them not only have statues, but actually have kind of a quest. A Bokoblin guard is there. Sneak past, attack him, obey your true nature. In the first 3 dungeons, there will be hints for you to follow that will lead you to some hidden treasure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the dungeon and just cut around to where you can find hints and where you can find the Tingle treasures. Mr. Fairy, there seems to be something written under the skull. It looks like my life will end in this heat. I shall leave one last message here. I wish I still had my tiny rupee. Where'd I leave it? It was a blue, blue room. That's all it says. Mr. Fairy, there are the remains of something written in the dirt. Will this be the last time I ever look upon the sun? The attack by the Kargarok caused more damage than I thought. These jets of steam. If only I could escape like this volcanic gas. There were jets in that room, too. Hopefully the jets in Magical Jar won't lead anyone to my treasure. It looks like it was written with a feathered quill. Mr. Fairy, something seems to be written on the bottom of the pot. It's a mystical pot. I got in and before I knew it, I ended up here. The pots must be connected somehow, but I'm just rambling. You know, most people wouldn't think of taking someone else's rupees. With that in mind, I hope this rupee I'm leaving is more than just proof I was here. I just want whoever finds it to hold on to it. I don't want it spent in a frivolous way. Please, let this wish come true. Mr. Fairy, after you get it, you should give it to Tingle. Don't waste it on frivolous things. Mr. Fairy, there is something written on this wall, too. Water. In this dreadful heat, my body soaks it up like a sponge. Of course, it has been fouled by bokoblins, just like that room. Only utter dehydration could make this water taste so fair, but it does. This water has given me the strength I need. I will get out. I must. Now I long to be with my people just once more. Mr. Fairy, Tingle can't read anymore through these tears. The treasure is in this room. I'm gonna have to maybe do a little bit of trial and error to find it. Let's get our Tingle bombs out. I think it's here? There it is. 50 rupees that had been buried popped out of where the steam came from. Use it wisely, Mr. Fairy. Now, that is, of course, not the only secrets in here. There is, unfortunately, one hidden... it's either a treasure chest or a pot. There's hidden rupees in the room where Medley was being held, but we can't get back there, so I'm going to have to throw that into the bonus video. And then, of course, there's the pot with the chest with the Tingle statue and one extra chest. So I'll meet you at those. For the first chest, take the warp pot and then go straight across the bridge. Oh, we found another hint. That's right, these hints can be found over and over again. Come on, be done. There's something here. You can't see it, but it's there. A measly 10 rupees. But hey, it's better than nothing. Here it comes. Is that what Tingle had to say about this? I guess it is. I'll meet you at the other chest. We found the treasure. We're in this room on the map. This is where that empty alcove was. But now that we have the Tingle Tuner, no alcove is empty. So let's come on over here and use a bomb. And unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to run away from it. Oh, I guess I did get away. And we get our first. Tingle Statue. You got the Dragon Tingle Statue. It bubbles over with warmth. It will be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Oh, Fyra, you found it. Why, this is the Dragon Tingle Statue. My younger brother Knuckle made it for me. I'm in what's called the Courage Stance. By the way, there are 4 left. Please look for them on other islands. Alright, I'll meet you at the Forbidden Woods. In the Forbidden Woods, the hints that you get are pretty hard to miss, as they're all right along your path. The first one is in this big central room. That big flower hut used to be here, but, well, it's not here anymore. If you go up to this nut, you'll get your first clue. Hey kid, do you know who this is? Hehe, you look so surprised. Even us pirates go to Tingle for help with our maps. But enough of that, I suppose I should tell you about the treasure hidden in this dungeon. I don't know its exact location, but there is a boko nut high above where it's hidden, I think. So stop wasting time, go find the treasure. My, that Tetra is always popping up when you least expect her. I'm actually going to keep you with me for a little bit because these hints are very close together, or at least the initial ones are. The first 3, I should say. The 4th one's going to be rather far away, but still along the path that you would take anyway. The second hint, in fact, is right in this room. Mr. Fairy, Miss Tetra is calling. Let's get this guy out of here. What's wrong, kid? Do you need help finding the treasure? Well, aren't you demanding? Fine, I hear there are pea hats near the spot where the treasure's hidden. Oh, speaking of pea hats, get out of here, I'm talking to Tetra. Just make sure that you find that treasure before some monster finishes you off. Miss Tetra is always so abrupt. The next message is actually right in this room right here. Let's beat these enemies. Oh, Mr. Fairy, Miss Tetra's calling. I was actually wondering if you could get that message before killing the Boko Baba. The Boko Baba. You weren't thinking of splitting that treasure with just Tingle, were you? Whatever, just listen up. You'll find the treasure where the Boko Babas lurk. But remember, there are a lot of them hidden in the Forbidden Woods, so be on the lookout. Why all of a sudden? Where did she come from? The last clue is actually pretty far away from here, so I'll meet you there. I'm taking a detour to get the Tingle Statue as it's on the way to the next clue. We're in this room in the basement. If you come over to this little island with nothing on it, and you blow it up, and unfortunately this guy's gonna get in our way, we get a big chest containing... Oh my gosh, our hat's still flying. You got the Forbidden Tingle Statue. It's covered in sticky sap. It will be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Oh, Fyra, you found it. This is the Forbidden Tingle Statue. I'm in what's called the Delight pose. Knuckle made it for me on my 34th birthday. Knuckle said it is modeled after how Tingle would look when he finally met a fairy. By the way, there are 3 more. Where did the others hide? Alright, if this guy will get out of my face. These guys, rather. I'll meet you at the last clue. Mr. Fairy, Miss Tetra is calling. What's wrong, kid? You still don't know where to find the treasure? How can you both be so dense? Sheesh, okay. The treasure is near a pile of leaves. Use the Tingle Bomb to blow them away. Whoa, why does Miss Tetra always seem so mad? We're in this room. This is towards the very end of the dungeon. It's the one where you come in there and you've got like all the morphs on the platforms, and you can come out here after going around. So I'll meet you where you can find the treasure. We're in this room right here on the second floor. And here's a pea hat, there's a bunch of Boko Babas, and here's a pile of leaves. So what do you say we blow up this pile of leaves to get them out of the way? This should do it. Yep, there it is. Here it is. A nice 50 rupees for us. I'll meet you at our next stop, the Tower of the Gods. We're starting with the Tingle statue this time rather than with the hints in here. We're in this room. It's the room with all the BMOS down there and the moving platforms, and I already pointed out this stationary platform here. If you examine it, Mr. Fairy, this place is really creepy. Let's place a Tingle Bomb and see what happens. We will find a chest, of course. Unfortunately, I did have to jump off because the Tingle Bomb would have thrown us off that platform. You got the Goddess Tingle statue. Its salty seawater coating is kind of gross. It'll be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Oh, Fyra, you found it. This is the Mystic Goddess Tingle statue. It's in the playful I'm in the playful pose. It represents the unending charm of Tingle the man. If you come to Tingle Island, you'll be able to see more of this artwork. There are 2 left. Look at all these Tingle statues. You're becoming so skilled. It scares Tingle. Well, I'll meet you where the little hints start. There's not hints in this place so much as there is, like, pages of a story. But you'll see. We're in this room to the west of the main hall, and Tingle says look up here too. That's not a hint to the thing we're looking for. It is just a hint for the regular room, but we'll go where he says. In the Tower of the Gods, there'll be several places where Tingle will move the cursor to and tell you to look. In this one, I don't know if he will, because you just find it. You got the first of 5 pages of legend. View them all in the hall. That's right, there are 5 pages of legend in this place, and they will all tell a story about a fairy. I'll meet you where the second page is. Our next page is in this room. It's one of the rooms on the side of the room with the giant scale. We need to come towards the middle of the room. This way, here, come here, sir. We have to get exactly right on top of this cursor. You got the second of 5 pages of legend, and unfortunately, we have to fall here. We're in this room now, very close to where we just were. We went across the scale this time instead of to one of the side rooms. The grappling hook won't help. Did you try using the item that's Tingle colored? Yep, but instead of going across what used to be that bridge, we have to come to this spot right here. This way! Here, come here, sir. You got the third of 5 pages of legend. That is number 3, only 2 more left. We're in this room now. There's 3 pillars here, there used to be Armos Knights here. This way, here, come here, sir. When the Armos Knights were around, you could get them to destroy these pillars, but we're gonna have to use a hammer instead. And let's clear that message. You got the 4th of the 5 pages of legend. You have to clear the message that says come here before you can actually pick up the page. And our magic isn't doing great. Our health could use a little bit of a boost too. So let's show off these tings. Let's start with a red ting. You pay for these and get energized. They're kind of like potions. They're not as good as potions. They won't heal you up completely. Drink. Ting! It healed us up completely here. Wow, it made you stronger and made your skin as soft as a little baby's. Use it often. It healed us up completely here because we weren't missing that many hearts, but it's not a full heal. Actually, I don't think a red potion is a full heal anyway. This is green ting. Oops. Here we'll be able to see very clearly that it's not going to replenish us all the way. Yeah, like I said, it's a ting. It's not a potion. A green potion will heal all of our magic. A green ting will not. But it will give you a little bit of a boost, and if you're willing to spend the money, you can get more. Look, it boosted your magic and cleared up that nasty rash you had. Use it often. There is, of course, one more, and that would be the blue ting. This is, much like a blue potion, something that will restore hearts and magic. Not all the way, but still, it can save you in a pinch. And if you have enough rupees, you can go all the way. Oh, maybe the blue one does restore everything. What a cure-all! You recovered power and magic, and it even smoothed out all those wrinkles. Use it often. Alright, I'll meet you at the next page. We are in this room, once again not very far from where the last one was. Tingle's calling us over, so let's go check it out. You got the 5th of 5 pages of legend. I will meet you back in the hall so we can read them all. We're back in the Great Hall, and you can see that on the Tingle map there are little plus signs that we can mouse over. So let's do it. The Legend of the Fairy, Part 1. It is said that long ago a boy garbed in green known as the Hero of Time saved this land. However, on a certain island there's also a story of the fairy who saved that hero. So this is going to be about the Hero of Time, so it's at least connected to Ocarina of Time. Part 2. It is said that the Hero of Time met the fairy in the midst of his travels. The fairy appeared before the hero who had found himself lost in darkness. With a mystic power, it would float in midair, dancing above his head like a burst balloon. Well, we know somebody who travels with a balloon, not from any games that we've played. Part 3. After the fairy handed the lost hero a map, it flew off as quickly as it had appeared. Better able to foresee places of danger than the hero, the fairy marked them on a map. The legend goes on to say that the quest of the Hero of Time was saved by this plump figure. Well, I believe Tingle is talking about himself there. Part 4. Fairies live for thousands of years, but this odd fairy was a bit different. This mystical fairy was born near a lake, and when he met the hero, he was but 35. Beyond that, there is little known about that fairy. Yep, Tingle's definitely talking about himself. We're going the wrong way. Part 5. The little-known legend of the fairy's 35th birthday. On one island, they celebrate one's 35th birthday with a green coat and red pants. They do this in the hope of becoming like the legendary fairy, Tingle. It's theorized that that is about Link meeting Tingle in Termina, as that is the first place that you meet Tingle and get maps. That's from Majora's Mask, which is not a game that I'm planning to play on this channel. I probably addressed that during the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. But while we're here, we do still need to get the purple rupee, which I believe is right here. Although we gotta switch back to the bombs because we still have Ting in our menu. I think it should be here. Yep, there it is. We don't get a message for it, but we do get 50 rupees. Our next stop is going to be the Earth Temple. Back in the Earth Temple, we're here by the way, I pointed out these platforms the last time we were here, but said that I wasn't going to investigate them because there was nothing for us. But now there very much is something for us. So let's come all the way to the end of this little path, get rid of the bubble, get a small fortune of green rupees, not that green rupees mean all that much just to us now, and bomb the area to see what we can find. And what we find is, of course, a chest containing You got the Earth Tingle statue. It's cool and damp and smells like mold. It will be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Oh, Fyra, you found it. This is the Earth Tingle statue. This is my winning pose. Tingle did this pose when he finished the drawing of his first map. I think the last one is the most amazing of them all. I think he probably says that regardless of the order that he finds them in. I'm just going to do a little quick check here for magic, which I found, and then I'll meet you at the Wind Temple. We're in this room in the Wind Temple. There's some chaos going on. We've come to the bottom of the room. It's the one where we had to have Makar grow the trees, and there's some wizards up there doing what they do. It's a nasty red bubble. Fan the flame away with the Deku Leaf. That's actually not what I was trying to do. Check it out! Wow, it smells of treasure. What might we find, sir? Well, what do you think we're gonna find? It's pretty predictable at this point. Those wizards are only gonna bother us a little bit from down here. And of course, we got our final chest containing You got the wind Tingle statue. It's sandy and kind of rough. It feels weird. It will be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Oh, Thyra, you found it. This is the wind Tingle statue. I'm in the Kulu pose here. With artist's eyes, Knuckle was able to capture the moment Tingle's magic awoke. Mr. Fairy, you've got all of them. Something good awaits you on Tingle Island. Well, let's go find it. If you come back to Tingle Island, all of the statues you found will be right here. And I thought Knuckle disappeared, but it looks like he didn't. Hey, Mr. Fairy. Some outrageous fellow threw this fantabulous Tingle statue into the sea. It is sad to know there is one on this sea who does not even know the meaning of beauty. But not you, Mr. Fairy. You are different. Yeah, we found them. We can pick them up, throw them around. I think we can even throw them into the sea ourselves if we want to. But I'll just leave them here in all of their shining glory. If we go to the menu now, we can read some secret messages. Secret password, Outset Island. Similar place. Hidden jar. Leaf flight. Western edge. Well, we'll go find out what that means in a little bit. But first, we have to get our rewards for finding all of the statues. We don't just get the passwords. We actually get quite a nice monetary reward as well. And to get that, I believe we need to talk to Ankle, who's the one in the pink. That's Tingle. Tingle, I'm not here to play with you right now. Thank you for the gift. I know that Tingle statues are quite hard to come by. It is not much, but please, take this. You got a reward for being so skillful at finding Tingle statues. You got 50 rupees per statue. Lucky you. So that's 150 rupees total. Ah, you've gotten them all. Please wait a moment. As usual, you got a reward for getting all 5 Tingle statues. It's 500 rupees. Lucky you. Too bad they didn't have a special colored rupee for that. My big brother saved up everything he got from you, Mr. Fairy. I do not have anything else I can give you. But please play with my big brother again soon. Promise me. Heave ho. Well, I don't think he gave us everything that he had saved up for us. That would be multiple thousands of rupees, but it is still nice. So, as the last stop on this little Tingle journey, let's go see what's waiting for us on Outset Island. We're back on Outset Island for the last time. We're gonna go on a little journey. This is Link's house, and if you go behind it, there's a series of platforms that you can climb on. I don't remember if I showed this off the first time we were here. There's really not much to do here if you don't know what's going on. There's a couple of pots that you can get, and I always just figured as a kid that this was a way to get some early rupees. I never really figured out what to do from here, but that's because I never had the tools. You're gonna have to fly here. One of the secrets was leaf flight. Single green rupee here. You can, I think, drop down to this platform from other ways, like from above, which is, I think, how I found it as a kid. But if we come to the middle, we've got an exclamation mark. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you have big eyes. No, wait, I mean you have a good eye. If you use a Tingle Bomb here, something good will happen. Well, let's do just that. And I believe we can get far enough away so that we don't blow up ourselves. And here we get a pot with 100 rupees. This pot is infinitely respawning, which means if you go inside a building and come back, or if you leave the island and come back, basically if you zone out, it will always come back, and you can kind of grind rupees that way. At this point in the game, or at least the point in the game that I'm at, you can do this earlier. We don't really need it, but it is a nice reward. And that's not all. There's so much more that you can see using the Tingle Tuner. There's hundreds of hidden rupees and other items in the dungeons. Some you can find by using the Tingle Bomb, and some you can find by just walking on them on the map, and the cursor will get a little stuck, and I'll say something like, "Help me, I'm stuck." And when you get him unstuck, either by walking across that area or by like fiddling with the cursor, I don't remember how, you'll get hidden treasures. Now, I'm not going to be showing all that off here. There's frankly way too much to show off in a single episode, and I don't want to derail the Let's Play that much. But don't worry, I am planning some more Tingle content. Those plans may not come to fruition for a long time, but let's just say there's a gap in the information that we have about all of this Tingle stuff. It can be really, really hard to find anything online. I had to dig pretty deep to find out about all the stuff that I showed off in this video. So, you know I like filling in those gaps, and I do plan on doing some more stuff in the future. So stay tuned. But for now, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we go into the final dungeon. Bye-bye!